There will come a day when you're 40, sitting alone in a quiet room just staring at the wall. A thought will hit you like a punch to the stomach. I could have been great. Well, I finished the video and I was just editing it and don't look at this, now you're gonna change your life. No, I don't care. But I was editing it, I noticed how grim I was in the beginning. Don't worry, I'm gonna be happy in the later version of the video, so keep watching. Let me finish what I was gonna say. But you weren't. You never followed through and you chose comfort instead. You know that version of yourself, the disciplined, powerful, respected version? He exists. He's buried underneath your distractions, bad habits, and excuses. You're the only one that could bury him out. This should scare the fuck out of you. The same way it scared me just under 2 years ago before I changed. Now this was me just under 2 years ago. Get a closer look. I was skinny fat, anxious, depressed, living a life with no fulfillment, no purpose. Just like you, this version of me was distracted, doom scrolling all day like I just caught you doing a minute ago, and needed someone to wake them up. That's why I'm here today, speaking to my younger self. Things that I wish I could have heard years ago, and I'm sharing it with you. And sure, puberty may have changed me, but what really changed was my mindset. I killed the weak version of myself to live to my full potential, and I encourage you to do the same. The one thing I could credit that changed me the most was a routine. Now this wasn't your average routine where you wake up at 9 a.m., you brush your teeth, and that's it for your morning routine. No. This routine is hard. Disciplined habits. Hard habits. Extremely difficult to do. But it will change your life if you implement it correctly. Now that you're still here, you're gonna have to ask yourself a few questions. Are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to kill the weak version of you? Or are you just gonna scroll away like all the other idiots and live with regret for the rest of your life? Great, you decided to stay. First, I'm gonna talk about why a routine is so helpful. And you know what? We can get relaxed a little bit now because you made it 2 minutes into the video. 99% of the other people scrolled away. This is gonna be a long ass video. But we're here to stay. So, routine. Why is it beneficial? Why did it help me? Everything like that. First, I was just like you. Doom scrolling every day. Horrible habits like, I don't know, any type of social media, any addictions, porn addiction, struggling with anxiety, mental health, everything. Building a disciplined routine will increase the main thing it will do will increase your focus and productivity 10x, 20x than it is right now. For me, now this could be in anything. This could be in school, this could be in your business, this could be in anything in life. You'll become much more productive in life. For me, I have my passion in day trading and filming content, right? So a few years ago when I was day trading, when I started day trading futures, right? 3 years ago now, over 3 years ago, I was expecting results and putting in like no work, 5 hours a week, just like gambling with my money, wasting my time because I didn't have a routine. I didn't have these deep work schedules. I didn't have deep work scheduled. I didn't have the productivity mastered when it gets to with these good disciplined habits that you're gonna build in your routine. You are gonna start acting and living like a robot. Give it a month. Try for a month. That's what I did at first. I said, I'm gonna give myself a month to be as strict as possible. Now, when I say live like a robot, I'm quoting Hamza. Hamza is a great YouTuber. If you look up Hamza's self-improvement, highly recommend watching his videos. He's changed my life pretty much. So I'm telling you, give it a month, right? Give it a month, be as strict as you can, live like a robot, in the words of Hamza. The first thing I want to establish are the 3 pillars to a good routine. Let's go to the board. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I think you can a little bit. So there's 3 pillars, right? We have simplicity, we have scale, and we have identity. So what do these mean? Simplicity. You're gonna want a routine that's simple enough for you to do it every day so you get consistent and you become more disciplined when you do it every day. When you start, right, you want it simple. Now, you're going to keep building every day, right? 1% better every day. You're going to keep building and building and making it more complex and more complex. So for me, when I was building my routine, I started meditation, right? And I would do like a few minutes a day. Now, I do it twice a day for 30 minutes a day. So 20 minutes one time, 10 minutes another time, right? 20 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. So you kind of have to build up to it, but keep it simple at first, just so you could get a check mark. Like what I do, I have my routine in my notes app on my phone. I'll have that notes app open all the time, right? And every time I complete a task, I have tasks, right? Let's say I have a morning routine, 5 a.m., right? Every time I check off the task, I'll get into my routine more later. But let's say I did my 20 minutes of meditation, right? So I check off. And that check mark is actually, you'll get addicted to checking it off. It is like, you get a dopamine rush every time you check it off. It's like a game, right? When you complete a task in a game, you check it off. Like it gets checked off. You get that dopamine rush. It's treated like a game. Next, scale. Like I said before, you're going to want to start small and you want to scale it up, right? So start with doing a few minutes of meditation a day. Start with going to the gym or working out 20 minutes a day. Then scale up. You want a scalable routine, right? Next, identity. Don't be the guy that just does the routine. Be the man that is disciplined. He is more productive. Live like that. Live like the confident guy. You should be confident when you're working on your routine, when you're acting out your routine. Don't just say, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. That's good. You're building yourself. You should feel happy when you do these habits, right? These habits are going to be hard. This routine is going to be hard, right? Some things you're not going to want to do. Like I stretch twice a day, probably 30-ish minutes maybe. But I've gotten so much more flexible. And stretching, I hate stretching. But you have to do it. You build that discipline. You're like, all right, I'm going to stretch. I'm going to get that check mark. I'm going to feel good about myself. You're going to feel more confident, right? Since you're this far into the video, you probably won't care, but I just have to think things on the spot sometimes because I have a whole script that I wrote down, but I'm not, reading anything. I'm just looking at my phone and looking at the camera. So, but what I was really trying to say is be the man that is proud of the habits he's doing, right? Cold showering is hard. I said that. Cold showering is hard, right? I cold shower in the morning, but I'm pumped up because I accomplished that habit. I'm the man, I'm the disciplined man. I tell my brain that yes, that I'm getting that good dopamine. I tell my brain, good job. You did a good habit. You are more rewarded from the good habits. And you have to tell yourself that. Now I want to walk you through my exact routine. And as I'm doing this, as I'm writing up here, you guys should be writing too. You guys should be crafting your own routine. So let's start off with the morning routine, right? First thing I do, wake up at 5 a.m. This is hard as shit for me. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. A few months ago, before I was on this routine, right? Maybe, I don't know. When I was still in school, I was a junior in high school. Now I'm going to senior year. I had to wake up at 6 to catch my 6:40 bus, and I'd walk to my bus stop 5 minutes away. I could not get up at 6. I had to get up 6:15, 6:10, 6:20, keep pushing it back, keep hitting snooze, whatever. I would have to run to my bus most days, right? Run. Now, I wake up at 5 a.m. It is one of the hardest tasks that I started doing just because it's hard. And I have such a more productive day. You wouldn't even begin to believe how much more productive your days will feel. When I sleep in, and I'm telling you 7 o'clock sleeping in, my day feels so much less productive. Now, besides that, 5 a.m. wake up. It's hard as hell. And also, don't doom scroll. Right now, I'm waking up and I'm getting on my phone a little bit. I need to stop that. I'm telling this to you guys, full transparency. I'm waking up 5 a.m. and I'm spending on my phone 10 minutes just to get up. No, I need to stop doing that. So that's just for me. That's a little note for me. But yeah, wake up at 5 a.m. and go to sleep early. You still need your 8 hours of sleep, 7 to 9 hours of sleep, right? wake up 5 a.m. That's my first step of my morning routine. Next thing I do, which I wrote down here, is cold shower. Now, cold showering, another hard fucking thing to do. This will give you discipline. This will make you appreciate life more. It'll get you more happy. So let me actually talk about, since a lot of these habits that I do, a lot of these discipline routine habits that I do are for a reason. And let me explain that reason to you. So why do I do hard things? Why do you grow from hard things? So right now, or 15 minutes ago when I caught you doom scrolling, right? Every time you scroll on social media, right? Let's say your baseline happiness is here. And then you scroll on social media, you scroll on a TikTok video, and your happiness jumps up. And it's up here now. Then you kind of lose interest in the video and your happiness is down here, so you scroll, right? And when you scroll, your happiness jumps back up. But it didn't get as high as before. Now this keeps happening. Every time you scroll, it just keeps going down and down and down until your baseline happiness is down here. All the way down here. Your baseline happiness was up here, now it's all the way down here. So when you do the good discipline activities, the good habits, the good dopamine activities, right? If you don't know what dopamine is, I have a video on dopamine, whatever. The good habits that will give you good dopamine, which is like reading, cold showering, waking up early, whatever. This is an uptrend. So you'll get let's say your baseline happiness is down here. You start reading a book. It climbs up and up and up and up. You keep doing these habits of reading a book just 15 minutes a day. You read a book today. That's one completion. You read a book again. Cold showering. You complete that one day. And let's say you miss a few days, you go back down a little bit, you'll downtrend. Success isn't always just straight up. Success is boom, 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 boom. But it goes up gradually. You'll have like mini falls, but you'll keep growing up. There we go. I just know my handwriting is so bad. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but next thing I just wrote down pick fitness picture. So I've been in the gym. I've been in the gym for consistently over like a year and a half, right? I mean, I was before with Planet Fitness when I was younger, but never really consistent. Now I started doing it consistently a year and a half. Highly recommend you do it. Fitness picture, why do it? It's a small habit. You want to be doing these small habits that are easy to do and also easy not to do. That's what a disciplined habit is. That's like, if you don't do it, whatever. If you do it, you check off, you get that dopamine, you get that good dopamine, and you build that discipline. Now, a fitness picture, something I wish I did much earlier, which I started doing recently, because if you wish you did something, don't dwell on the past, start doing it, okay? So, fitness picture, I'll take a picture, whatever, in the mirror after I shower, pumped up, whatever. I think it is a great way to track your progress in the gym. Like when I first started in the gym, I didn't take any pictures. Now, that's annoying. Now, you're not even gonna realize it. Just take my advice. You're gonna want to see yourself when you're fat, when you're skinny, when you're whatever, and you're gonna see how much you transformed in your looks. Because when you transform your mental, you're gonna transform your looks drastically. Before I get into the next thing, I just want to say this isn't really in much of an order. I mean, I guess it kind of is. You could do yours in an order. But let's say I take a fitness picture before I take a shower. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. So, next thing I do, read my statements. Now, what does this mean? So, I have a book right here. Good thing it's right here, because I didn't even prepare for this. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I highly suggest you read this book. It talks about how it's manifestation. So reading my statements, it's essentially manifestation. So I'll say, since I want to be a day trader, and since I want to post on YouTube and TikTok, and since I want to be successful, I'll imagine myself in the morning. I say, I want to be a day trader. I want to be successful. I want to post on TikTok and YouTube. I imagine myself doing it. And the thought behind it is that it becomes a burning desire. It becomes all you think about. And if being successful is all you think about, how could you fail? That's pretty much the premise of the book. But there's a lot more to it. I highly suggest you read it. So, what was I going to say? I do my statements. Oh, self-image, that's what I was going to say. So there's a quote that I like. I think it's by Hamza, the YouTuber that I was talking about before. I don't know if he got it from somewhere, but it's, you can't cross a line your self-image won't let you cross. And with these statements, you're also telling yourself, I'm confident, I'm whatever you want to tell yourself. Whatever you want yourself to be, you have to keep telling yourself, right? So your self-image is so powerful. That's all this book, I'm not even gonna spoil it, but go read that book. Self-image is so powerful. When you just keep telling yourself you're more confident, you're gonna be more confident. When you keep telling yourself you could swim, you're gonna swim. It's really interesting because of how it works and how well it works. You're gonna say, oh, this is bullshit. Just try it. Trust me, just try it. It works. These next two I paired up because they're not too significant, but I mean, they are, because if you don't do them, you're fucked. You're stupid if you don't do them. So I have, now if you can't see this, you could zoom in. I don't know if you actually can zoom in, but hopefully you could zoom in. And alright, so I have hydrate, and then I have brush teeth and get dressed. Now, of course you're gonna get dressed. I don't even have to talk about that one. But brushing your teeth and hydrating, first let me talk about hydrating. So hydration in the morning is essential because when you're asleep at night, 8 hours, you're not drinking any water. You're not getting anything in your body. You're very dehydrated at night. So you could use a supplement like I do, which I get like a potassium, salt, and magnesium, whatever. I put in some water, I drink it, and then I drink a lot of water afterwards. So you could either you could get that, which I recommend, or you could just hydrate yourself, drink a bunch of water. Now, brush your teeth. If you don't brush your teeth in the morning, you're gross. Brush your teeth. Remember, like I said, it's easy not to do, but it's also easy to do, which is a disciplined habit. Brush your teeth. You're gross if you don't brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. The next thing I want to talk about is meditation. Now, meditation sucks. I'm gonna tell you right now, meditation sucks, but it is so powerful. And at first, like I said, remember what I said, make your routine simple, 3 pillars, make your routine simple and scale it up. So at first, with all these habits, you could just start small, right? At first, meditate 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute a day, just to check it off, just to say you did it. Build that discipline, build the habit of doing it. I meditate for 20 minutes. Meditating for 20 minutes, hard as fuck. How do you meditate? Close your eyes, say in, out. That's it. And just keep controlling your thoughts. So meditation is controlling your thoughts. So you're gonna drift away, but you're gonna notice that you're drifting away, then you're gonna try to focus again on your breathing. That's it. Now, I like to say, so we're in such a consumer world, right? And I got cut off there, but it's okay. If you're this long into the video, you shouldn't care. I was gonna say, you have to control your mind before the world does. So, we live in such a mind-controlling world, and like telling you work a 9 to 5, live the normal life, go to college. College is a scam. Let's face it. Go to college, live 9 to 5, whatever. Consume. It's okay to take breaks. No. You have to control your thoughts, or you're going to be so easily influenced by other people, which you probably all are, which is why you're doom scrolling and why you're so addicted to social media and addicted to these bad habits. So, controlling your thoughts, and you're going to see that once you start meditating, you're going to start thinking to yourself, and before you do certain actions, you're going to think, will this benefit me? Should I do this? You're going to have more of a conscious mind. There are countless benefits to meditation, like happiness, focus, so many. The list goes on. Next, I want to talk about stretching. So, like I said before, stretching, when you practice these habits, it's delayed gratification. You want to practice delayed gratification as much as you can in your life. When you scroll on TikTok, that's instant gratification. No good for you. When you stretch, you don't see the results right when you stretch. I mean, I guess, you're a little more flexible, but whatever. Stretching is good for you. Taking a cold shower is good for you. Waking up early, meditating is good for you. But it's delayed gratification because you don't see it instantly, but it's good for you. You get my point. So, stretching. I do a full body stretch. Actually, no, I used to do a full body stretch just one time. But now I stretch in the morning and night. I'll get that later in my night routine. But morning stretch, maybe 15, 20 minutes. I made ChatGPT make it for me. Say like best full body, science-based stretch, whatever. Doesn't matter. Stretch every morning. It's good for you. Especially if you're working out and you're active, it's very good for you. But it's good for you overall. Next, I wrote down 10 to 15 minute walk outside. Now, this is a big one. So, when you walk outside, I want you to look up into the sky, get that sun into your eyes. Again, go out when the sun's out, because it's Andrew Huberman talks about this. Look up Andrew Huberman on YouTube, on Spotify, listen to his podcast. That's another thing, learning. You want to learn, listen to whatever. Listen to his podcast, look it up on YouTube. He is a huge advocate for getting sun into the eyes in the morning and all throughout the day. And he also says that 10 to 15 minute walk prepares the body, it wakes the body up, especially in the sun. There's like something with the motion of the walk and putting your body in motion that's good for you. I don't know. I'm not a neuroscientist like him. Go to his channel, check it out. But the benefits are insane. You'll feel so much happier, you'll feel so much more focused in the morning, you'll feel so much productive. And here's a big thing to be productive and focused in the morning. Now, I'm going to write it up here because I actually forgot. Now, I don't have this as like a part of my routine, but, well, I guess you could call it a part of my routine. It's fasting in the morning. So I'm going to write fast. It's so hard to write on this thing. Whatever. Fasting. People who are weak eat breakfast in the morning. I'm going to give you an analogy. Bro science way. So, think to our ancestors, right? We would hunt and then we would eat. We would wake up early in the morning to hunt. We're more focused, we're more productive, so we hunt in the morning and then we eat. We don't eat first and then hunt. Why would we reward our body, right? Because food, think about it, food for the body is pretty much its biggest reward. That's how we're meant to hunt. So the hunt, right, is doing the deep work. Doing the work, doing the discipline activities is the hunt. Then you could relax. I like to have more of a relaxed afternoon and eat at 11 a.m., 12 a.m. after you're done working. Now, that's just a little analogy I like to use, but it is, you'll be so much more productive. Now, if you're not a bitch, right, you need to control your hunger. I'm hungry right now. But the benefits, like I can tell myself I'm hungry right now. I know I have a empty stomach right now. But I know that I'm so much more productive. I could just feel it. Use that hunger for productivity. Next I want to write down, which just made me think of, is coffee. Now, a lot of people put a lot of sugar in their coffee. Creamer, none of that. Black coffee. Have black coffee. I'm gonna write this down. Coffee in the morning, right? Now, Andrew Huberman also talks about this. Wait, is coffee spelled with one F? I think coffee spelled with one F. It doesn't matter. Yeah, coffee spelled with one F. Andrew Huberman also talks about this. He says you shouldn't have coffee right when you wake up. You should wait like an hour and a half or 2 hours after you wake up. So I do all the discipline tasks and habits before I have my coffee, and then I do my deep work. I'll get into that later though. So, coffee, black coffee. If you don't like the taste of black coffee, do this morning routine. It's gonna be like a reward. You could, you're sipping on your coffee, it's warm. After your cold shower, it's nice and warm. You're probably still gonna be a little cold. It's nice. Black, just straight black coffee. Nothing in it. Also, there are a lot of health benefits to coffee. Like I said, Andrew Huberman talks about it. You can look it up online. Just straight black coffee gives you energy, gives you even more focus. The next thing I want to talk about is journaling. Now, since you're just starting, right, making your routine, I suggest journaling at night, but since we're talking about the morning routine right now, I journal in the morning as well as in the night. So, and like I said, scale what you're gonna do. Journaling, very important. This is another thing, it's like meditation. Become the master of your own thoughts. Think for yourself. In the world of so much consumption of media and everything, you need time to think for yourself and reflect on your life. So, journaling, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. I made ChatGPT to make me questions of journaling, whatever. It's like, how could I win the day? Or what could I do to improve? What could I do to improve myself the next day, tomorrow, whatever. And also reflect on your life a little bit. Think for yourself, reflect on your life. Say, what did I do well today? Stuff like that. I mean, I'm gonna put some trust into you to make your own journal. Actually, no. You know what? I'll talk about it now. I'll talk about some questions that I asked. It's already gonna be a long ass video, so I'll talk about some questions. So first of all, in the morning, I gratitude journal. Now, if you never heard of gratitude journaling, it pretty much makes you more grateful for things in life, more happy for your things in life. Like, I'm grateful for coffee. You can just say that. I'm grateful for coffee. I mean, coffee is great. It gives you focus. It gives you caffeine. Coffee. That's simple. I'm grateful for coffee, and why. Next, how could I win the day? Something like how could I win the day just prepares you and just gives you the task for the day. It'll be apparent of what you need to do, and you need to get that done. And it's good to get it done in the morning. So let me talk to you about a little thing called Eat the Frog. So I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm getting a little sidetracked from journaling. I don't care. Ask yourself questions. Journal yourself. I trust you to journal. I gave you already a few. There's a term called Eat the Frog. There's a thing called Eat the Frog. So if I were to tell you that I'm gonna give you your favorite meal, but you have to eat a frog either before or after the meal, what would you choose? Now, if you said before, I agree with you. I think that is the best way to do it, right? Because you're gonna eat a frog, and then you're gonna eat your delicious meal and enjoy your meal, and you're not gonna think about the frog anymore. If you said after, you're gonna enjoy yourself, and you're gonna have the burden of eating the frog, so you're not gonna enjoy your meal as much because you have the burden throughout the whole meal that you're gonna eat the frog. This applies to life. So this applies to especially the morning, because you want to get your hard tasks done in the morning. So cold showering, waking up early, meditating, very hard tasks, stretching, hard tasks, especially with deep work. Now I'm gonna get into deep work after this. But deep work, it's gonna be apparent. You're gonna work on your business, you're gonna work on yourself, you're gonna sit and think. That's your deep work. Imagine with the frog, right? You're gonna wanna eat the frog first. You're gonna want to do the hardest task. It'll become apparent to you. Everyone's different, but for me, I guess it's deep work, like filming this video, right? I'm doing this in the morning. Either you're gonna do the hard tasks in the morning and then enjoy your day afterwards, or you're gonna have the burden of eating the frog or doing the hard task and do it at night. I hope you get what I'm saying. I think I explained it pretty well. So this is the final part of my morning routine, and it's the deep work, like I was just talking about before. Deep work, it could be anything. It could be working on yourself, maybe going to the gym. It just depends on your goals, right? Maybe reading, maybe studying, I don't know. For me, it's either filming content, it's reading, studying, going to the gym. For me, it's all different kind of things. It'll become apparent to you on what your goals are and what you need to get done to achieve those goals. So, deep work. Now, this pretty much lasts the whole morning, right? Let's say right now it's like 9 o'clock. Oh, and also deep work, I day trade, like I said before. I day trade, which is my passion, and market opens at 9:30, so I'll be looking at the markets all throughout the morning, planning my day, trading from like 9:30 to 12, whatever. But deep work, this is the productive part. Your deep work. What was I gonna say? Oh, I wrote it right here. Deep work. My handwriting is really bad. But yeah, it'll become apparent to you on what your goals are. I have to think about what I was gonna say. I thought I had another big point that I was forgetting, but I really didn't. Honestly, it's just that deep work is gonna be pretty much your whole morning. It's that eating the frog task. That's what I was gonna say. It's gonna be your whole morning. It's gonna be hours. It's gonna be however long you want. You can take the whole day to do your deep work. I don't care. Deep work is the productive part of the day. Part of your day that these discipline habits are allowing you to be better at. do the deep work. Do deep work. You should be focused. You should be, I don't know why I'm stumbling my words so much. Like, I already been filming this video for so long. But yeah, that's why also you need to take a break. I would highly recommend, take a break at 11, 12. I mean, I've been up since 5 already. It's like been 4 hours. I've been working on this all day since I've been up. Take breaks. I mean, I'm already stumbling on my words, but take breaks. Now we're done with the morning part of the routine. I hope as I was explaining my routine, you were making your routine with me. If you weren't, I don't know why you weren't. Now, let's talk about midday. I sectioned off the 3 pillars, the morning. Now we're going to talk about midday. So, midday is a little more lenient because here's my thought process on it. I kind of do a lot throughout the midday. I mean, it's summer break right now, so either I could go to the pool, hang out with friends, go out for lunch, go out for dinner. There's so many things. Go to a festival. There's so many things. So it's a little more lenient. I have more relaxed time. This time I take to go to the gym, to read, to maybe reflect on a little more if I have some free time. Maybe reflect and think for myself. It's better to do nothing. This is a good one. It's better to do absolutely nothing. Stare at a wall for an hour. I don't care. Think for yourself. Sit and think to yourself with a pen and paper and a notebook and just think. It's better to do that than to do the bad discipline habits. Cut out all the bad discipline habits. I haven't really talked about this in this video yet. Cut out every single bad discipline habit. Like I said before, I think I actually talked about it a little bit in the middle of the video. Just strict robot for a month with no bad dopamine habit. I meant dopamine, I didn't mean discipline. But midday. This is when most of the time I'll get outside. Oh, I want to speak on this. Ready? We're going to write down together. First, we're going to write down go outside. Go out. Now, this could entail going out with your friends. This could entail a lot of the time I play either a sport, so I get in my cardio with a friend, or I go to the pool with a friend, get in my cardio. That's just how I think, but hang out with your friends. It's good. And also, on the topic of friends, you do not want bad friends that pull you down. You're gonna want friends, I go to the pool with my friends. That's me being playful, me being outside, me hanging out, me talking. That's good human activity. Me go playing a sport with my friends. Notice how I don't go out late at night and party with my friends. No, I play sports, I go to the pool, I do good activities. I go in the woods, I fish, whatever. Get outside. That's important. Like I said, read. You could have a reading time if you're not busy. You get cardio with the sports. I talked about cardio. Be playful. That's also what I want to talk about. It's a big thing. Playful. Now, remember when you were a kid, you were playful, you were climbing trees, you were jumping puddles, you were so happy. You would be outside all day riding bikes, doesn't matter. You were happy. Now, why can't you be playful right now? Why can't you have a kid mentality right now to be happy? There's no reason. There's no reason. Go outside, go to the pool, go fish, go play in the woods, go jump in a puddle, go climb a tree. Be playful. Be happy. Like a little kid again. That's what I want to get into. Now you can construct the afternoon based on your goals. So like I said before, I actually don't know if I mentioned this before, but I also go to the gym some afternoons. I go to the gym some afternoons because I value working out. I value working out a lot. So go to the gym. Study. Right? Studying is a big thing. Study. Listen to podcasts, watch informational YouTube videos, like watch an informational video like this one. Study. This afternoon routine, very flexible for a reason, because you need to focus on your own things and also use it as time in your day for resting and kind of having fun, but in the good dopamine activities sort of way, like a hobby, like get a hobby, Yeah, Now I want to talk about my night routine. So, night routine starts at 7 p.m. Now, when you want to wake up really early, you got to go to sleep early. So, your night routine starts early. So, 7 p.m. Set an alarm on your phone. Set an alarm on your phone to start your night routine. Go to sleep by 9. I'll get into that later. So, night routine. Let's talk about it. Oh my goodness, I cannot read this. So, hot shower. That's what that says. Hot shower. Hot shower. Andrew Huberman talks about this. I said I highly recommend you watching his content. He talks about taking a hot shower. You know, it relaxes you, getting you ready for bed, and also shower at night. I mean, you just had a long sweaty day. I mean, it's summer right now, so I sweat like a pig, and long day. Nice shower, get all clean so you don't get pimples on your face from your pillow and your sweat is all, that's gross. Shower. Next, I want to talk about stretching. Like I said before, stretch again. I stretch in the morning and at night. It's like 15 minutes, 10 minutes each time. So in the morning, it's different stretches, more like mobility stretching, because that's the morning you want to like get your body ready and pumped. But in the night, it's more deep stretches because you're already mobilized throughout the day, so you need that deep stretching at night, which is what I thought. Brush your teeth. Like I said before, brushing your teeth is easy to do. It's also easy not to do, which makes a good disciplined habit. And brushing your teeth at night, I used to never brush my teeth at night. I made it a goal to brush my teeth at night because it's so easy. It's such a easy check mark, you know. Brush your teeth at night. It's healthy for you. Meditate. Like I said before, I meditate 20 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. Now, it has all the same benefits. You get so much more happy, focus, you calm your brain down for sleep. Deep work. Now, I have so many deep work sessions throughout the day. It's honestly, whenever I feel like it, I feel like I pretty much work just all throughout the day. If you want to throw in a deep work, you know, maybe set an alarm for 6 p.m., 5:30, and so like a little earlier, so you could have that another deep work session. Because let's say you work better at night. I don't know. Like you want to film another video, whatever. Deep work. It's good to do. Always do deep work. It's good. Recite statements. Like I said before, and I still preach it. Highly recommend you read this book. It's pretty much just manifesting, right? Manifest. Think to yourself. Think at night. I want this. I need to achieve my goals. Make goals for yourself too. I have a video on goal setting, or I talk about a little bit on goal setting. I don't know. Set goals. Goals are good. Alright. Next. I don't even know what that says. Let's talk about journal. Journaling. Like I said, I started only doing it at night, so I recommend you doing it at night. But journaling, make the master of your own thoughts. It's very good. Ask yourself questions like, how was your day? Reflect on your day. Reflect on what you could do better for tomorrow. Things like that. Sleep before 9 p.m. It's very important. Sleep before like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. No later than 10 p.m., right? You want to actually fall asleep no later than 10 p.m. because you need at least 7 hours of sleep. And when you're waking up at 5 in the morning, get to sleep early. And also, it's not healthy to stay up late. Now, what does this say? Oh, sleep before 9 p.m. That's what this says. Okay, yeah. Sleep before 9 p.m. I just covered that. Yeah. That's my whole daily routine. So you could zoom in, you could take a screenshot. I mean, it's hard to read. It's really hard to read. I don't even expect anyone to read that. But yeah, there's my whole daily routine. So I think I covered everything I needed to cover. Just saying routine is the framework and you need that discipline to do it every day. Just remember to start simple, start small, scale it up, and become the man that does the habits and don't just do the habits. Let me just section off nighttime. But yeah, I think I covered everything. Yeah, live like a robot. I highly suggest you watch Hamza. And if you implement a strong routine like this, you could change your life. So if you haven't been building this routine with me, what the hell have you been doing? But follow me. If you made it this far, follow me, comment, like, interact with this video. I mean, I'm doing this all for free, so interact with it. It'll share this video, just copy the link, I don't care. It'll reach this video far, comment, I'll answer questions. I'll always answer questions. If you want to see another video like this, long form, whatever, I'll answer. I don't know, interact with the video. Let me know if you have questions. Yeah.